especially you, Jay. Okay, is Frank Oakman here? Don't see him. No, and no one from the Ministerial Association? Okay. You ready, Justin? All right. We just got the thumbs up from Justin. We'll call this meeting of this August 17 meeting of the County Commissioners to order. Please join us for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first thing on our agenda today is minutes from the August 3rd meeting.
I'll move to approve the minutes from the August 3rd meeting.
Second.
I have a motion by Mark, second by Dale to approve the August 3rd minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, department reports. First up, Sheriff Laughlin or his designee.
Sir. All right, we're here for the Tiger food contract. I think it's been finalized, and he said that everybody was emailed a copy. I'm not sure, but I have one copy. They plan on, if this is signed, they plan on starting September 14th. It's a 4-year contract with the right to terminate the contract within 60 days. So Joey can cancel it, or the next sheriff can cancel it if they want to get rid of it. They just have to be given 60 days notice.
How many days?
60.
60.
I reviewed it. I don't have any issues with it.
Okay, did you review the copy we got 2 weeks ago, or the one, when did he email another?
This was recently.
One. Jane sent me one Thursday.
Okay. Is there any difference between the e-version and the printed version?
No,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of.
Now, I don't know that I saw a contract from 2 weeks ago, so if it's changed from 2 weeks ago till last Thursday, I can't speak to that.
Okay.
Okay.
What we,
We can approve it with his approval.
yeah, what we got 2 weeks ago in here in the meeting pretty much spelled everything out, but it was, I don't think it had a signature page.
No.
I don't think.
No, that was just the pre-approval, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the actual contract. They said they're going to work with GFS. That was a stipulation. Once you guys sign the contract, then they're going to work on menus with GFS. But they did say that if GFS can't provide the food for what they're used to, I guess, that could be an issue. But I think GFS's contract can be terminated within 60 days also, I think. But they are going to work with GFS. That's the plan.
And that is the same contract Joey just messaged.
Okay, Zach, well, it'd be unfair to put this question to you. I'll put this question to the attorney.
That's not unfair.
We currently have some long-time county employees that work in the kitchen over there. Now, if they so choose, if I understand this right, if they so choose, they could become employees of Tiger. But I wouldn't want them to have to. If they wanted to remain as county employees, I want to make sure they have that ability to do that. Because there is various reasons why they may or may not want to work for Tiger, especially at this point in their career.
I'm not sure if that contract does, now thinking about it, I'm not sure if it allows them the option of us retaining them. They're going to provide services essentially for Tiger. I don't know, that gets tricky, Dale. That's the whole point of employing Tiger.
That's the reason you got the question.
I understand, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this contract, is they're essentially taking care of this. It's It's hard to contract with them and then say, we're still gonna run the show though.
And both cooks that we have now are fine with becoming Tiger employees, to my knowledge.
I haven't talked to either one of them. I can't,
I just talked to Sue and she was pretty excited that it was getting started September 14th. I just talked to her 5 minutes ago.
then Sue would have to retire from the county and then
Become a Tiger employee.
become a
yes.
Tiger employee.
When I reviewed the contract, that's what I thought both of these ladies were doing.
Well,
That is a little bit of a wrinkle.
boy, it's something I want to take into consideration before.
Sure.
What happens if we make this agreement with Tiger and then we get into trouble with our employees?
We still have it's just like the nursing staff. We still have the right to say who we want in our building.
You have the right to reject. I don't know if you have the right to actually select though.
I think the way they explained it, we have to approve everybody that comes in. Now, whether or not, I don't know if we have the ultimate say on firing somebody, but we have the right to say we don't want them in the building. They said they can take them and put them into a different facility because they're Tiger employees, they're not our employees anymore. And from my understanding, I haven't talked to the new cook, but both cooks, from my understanding, is they're ready to become employees of Tiger.
Is there a difference in the pay grade for Tiger?
Tiger pays better.
Tiger pays better.
That's what they said. They haven't told us what the pay is going to be because it's based on experience, which Sue's been there for a while, and the new cook she just started a month ago, so the pay's going to be different, but it's the same with the county, I guess.
And Mrs. Duncan, is she still there?
She's still there right now, but she's wanting to leave. She's ready to go. She was supposed to retire last month, but she stuck around because we were so short-staffed.
So there's three,
It's currently 3, but
and two of them, one's gonna retire.
Yeah.
One wants to retire, transition to Tiger.
yes.
And the only one we'd really be worried about is somebody
Third
that's
one
on.
has only been there for a month, and Joey says she actually wants to be a jail officer.
Yeah,
now.
she does actually
So
want to.
she's gonna change jobs.
When we have an opening.
It also says Tiger pays more money, and their insurance premium is paid by Tiger. So they'll be saving money on insurance and be paid more. Surprising.
You guys feel comfortable with this?
So all three cooks are okay with either retiring, moving over to the jail, or moving over to Tiger?
From my understanding, yes. I've only talked to Sue, but Kathy is she's ready to go, and then the other one, like she said, is wanting to be a jail officer, but she's brand new, so she's probably not even got anything in retirement or anything like that. So I don't think that's an
Kathy
issue.
has gone to part-time, hasn't she?
She is, yeah. It's a good question.
I was,
I know she's transitioning out. She's only there because we need her.
because that's kind of partly what prompted you guys to do this, right? It's
Yeah.
the fact that we're losing
We're
employees.
losing cooks, and it's harder and harder to hire people, and they've got people that are trained in hiring people that work in kitchens. So
And they say they would start on September 14th?
September 14th, yeah. They're gonna, as soon as this is approved, they'll get with GFS, work out the menu, and then be ready to go September 14th. The only difference in this contract and the initial thing when me and Joey came over is the price per meal is just a tad bit higher, but that's because they're offering a tech grant, so we can have the body cams and some taser yearly payments taken care of. But the price per meal is still significantly cheaper than what we're paying now.
I'll move to accept the contract.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Mark, to accept the contract between the county commissioners and Tiger Correctional Services to provide meals at the jail. Any further question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. All right. Guess you want this today?
If you can get it to me, yeah.
Okay. I'll sign it. It only requires one signature. I'll sign it and have the auditor at least scan a copy for her
Okay.
records. And let her hand that off to you. But when the Tiger officials sign it, we will need a copy
Yeah.
with their signatures also.
We'll get it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Highway Department, Jay Havlin. Did you have a good vacation, Jay?
Well, what time I got to spend on vacation, I spent down in the garage more than anything. We've been paving. We've got done out on, we done Griner, we done 750 West, done Pace Road, because we had spots, the west end of the Pace Road was bad. And we pretty much paved it solid out through there. Then we're down on 425 and 50 right now doing that. But they had that runaround, it was so bad,
Yeah.
beat up.
Yeah.
We had to do something with it, because you can't just leave it the way it was, because you couldn't stand to drive down the road. Then we're gonna move down to Little Bear, because I got a can of do that Bill had put in last year, we never got it covered, because the weather called us, we didn't have time to get it covered. We'll get it covered, and then we'll, got some spots to do out on 200 out there out of Everton, and we're gonna go hit a couple housing developments out there that they need either chip sealed or paved, and we're just trying to make up our mind which way to do it, which is gonna be the best way. Because you gotta contend with manhole covers in there, and it kinda makes it bad.
Yeah. Well, you ought to be getting pretty close to using up all your money for hot mix.
Pretty close, it's getting close. We're gonna do some more chip sealing, but we're gonna go out and do that too, so we'll hit that right toward the end there. Hit it real hard. Seemed like everything was working good, looked like after they got everything lined out on 300, it looked like it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, okay. Do you know if they opened up 121 at Alpine yet?
Not
No,
yet.
I got a call from NDOT last Thursday. Project manager, who's also mine for the county, he told me that they need 5 working days. So if weather holds out, they can do it, because they missed it in the original contract when they was doing the detour, that they were going to do it full depth all the way past Alpine Road. So they just caught it, and they need 5 working days. So if everything goes well this week, it should be open Friday. If not, they may need a day or 2 next week. I just talked to them about Friday about that.
Okay, so they're gonna do some additional paving down
Well, they're
there.
gonna do it full depth, dig it all out, go all the way past the intersection, because they're putting in those big box culverts at Alpine.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're gonna go both ways, but originally, somebody missed it at NDOT that they didn't think they were gonna go past Alpine Road, but they are. So that's why they gotta close it for 5 days, that's all they need is 5 working days to get it back open. So,
okay.
We're gonna do some brush cutting, so if your phone starts ringing, that's the reason why. Because I've got some people say they don't want it cut, but they gotta be trimmed back.
Yeah,
Agree.
yeah. There's some roads that you can't get down
I know.
in a taller truck right now without limbs hitting your vehicle.
Yeah, but we just have to go hit them best we can.
Yeah,
That's all I have for right now anyway.
Thank you guys for taking care of them roads out there. 'Cause I hope everybody out there appreciates being able to get around that bridge.
Yeah, that was kind of bad trying to set it up that
I'll
little
tell
narrow
you,
road.
it was a job for you guys to stay ahead of the messes out there.
Right now, you can't go nowhere without running into construction.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Got a question. Is there anything we can do for the Harrisburg Road there at State Road 1, those railroad tracks?
city property,
With city
Is that
property,
city?
the city road,
Okay.
600 feet back is county starts.
yeah. It needs to be ground down and leveled up where it needs to be done. But
Yeah.
they tried to do it and they didn't get it done right. I don't know what the problem was.
That's all I have.
Everybody calls me and I try to tell them, I says, no, it's not ours. I said, sorry.
Okay, well, thank you, Jay.
Okay.
Surveyor Bill Mackey, Bill, do you have anything for us today?
Yeah. Got the appraisal back on the ground for up on Bridge 90, so I need Mr. Strong to sign it. The appraisal came back, we're buying 2.25 acres from Mr. Plum, and the ground itself, we're paying $9,550, and then $3,250 for fencing and gating, for a total of $12,800. That's, so until I get this back to NDOT this afternoon, they can present it to Mr. Plum, and he'll have 30 days to respond if that's enough, or he wants to negotiate something else.
Okay,
So if you want to, down there on the left, if you want to sign it,
This
it's a
is-
44-page appraisal.
Yeah.
I'll send it all to you, Jane, when I,
this
you want it
is-
all? Yeah.
This is up there at Bridge 9.
Bridge 9, Waterloo Road, yes, that's what we're saying. And some of that ground is already under our right-of-way, but state only considers edge of pavement as our right-of-way, so they purchase everything else that's not under pavement, so a little over 2 acres. So we're only dealing with one owner, so.
And that was an appraised price?
Yeah, that's appraisal, that's 44-page appraisal, but the other Fairman has done, get part of the contract, what NDOT requires. So he'll have like 30 days to respond, and then we'll go from there.
There's an approval process,
Yeah.
appraisal and approval process
Yeah.
too, so there's actually two appraisals.
Mhm.
The second appraisal is actually a review of the first one.
Yeah, so it's not just one person, it's always. So I'll sign it, date it, and go out there, take it, I'll get that back to them and get moving forward.
Okay. Well, guys, this is part of the bridge building business. What do you want to do with this?
And we've got money, we were granted money for right of way too anyway, it's not, I only pay 20%, our county share, so we're not paying the whole thing, we've got right of way in the original grant.
Okay, now what do you want to call this? Statement for just compensation?
Is that what it says, adopt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. We have a motion by Dale, second by Mark, to approve the statement for just compensation pertaining to acquisition of 2.258 acres at Bridge 90. Any further question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. Okay, Jane, do you need a copy of this?
I'll send her that, I'll send her a little appraisal, it's like 44 pages.
Okay, all right, I'll sign it right now.
That's what they
then.
need back as a signature.
Okay,
Right. That's all I have, unless you guys have any questions on anything.
how many more steps do you have on Bridge 90 yet?
Well, so they purchase it, let's go into letting in February. And then, right now, we're in the process of accepting requests for proposals for the CE, which is construction inspection. So those are due in by September 3rd. Then we'll have to vote on whoever sends a request like we did on the last one. And then, no, I'm sorry, that's Bridge 32. We already given CE to, we already voted on it, and that's Structure Point, they got that one. But we will have another one coming up for design engineering for Bridge 32. That's gonna come in September 3rd, so I'll be giving you guys information on that when the engineering firms bring that. But yeah, basically once this is purchased, basically waiting on it to be let and the contractor to get in there to start. They'll have to get the bats out by, the end of March or April?
That's been March 31st.
31st, clear the trees, there's 5 or 6 trees, big trees on that
east side that'll need cleared out. So I don't know, maybe whether I should have it done, pre-done, or at least if they're on the ground. I don't know, Jay, you guys ever do any tree falling? If they're on the ground, that's fine, but I may have to, because we had to do some of that out at Bridge 25 because it got close, because I remember Mr. Warren had to hire a private to go out and take down some trees because it's bad. So I'm kind of, you know, worried, thinking about that, whether I want to go ahead and have the 5 trees taken down. That way the contractor, you know, doesn't miss it. Time they get in here and get going.
They only have to be laying on the ground, they don't have
Yeah.
to be removed.
Yeah,
By March 31st.
yeah. So I don't know if the contractor would get in quick enough to do that and then worry about cleaning them later. I think that'd be the safe bet.
Contractor can put it in his bed, basically just laying on the ground by.
Yeah, as long as they're not cleaned up. But
Right.
that might be the only concern. But yeah, it'll go to letting once they purchase the property. Get the property purchased pretty much and finish up the final design stuff, improved.
So as far as actual construction, you're
Well, it'll probably start, you know, March, April, whenever the weather. I mean, once they get the contract, they come in and tear it out, close it up,
okay,
start it.
next spring.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much the most all next construction season.
If there's a winning bidder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's no guarantee. I mean, if they come in too high, like you've seen what's coming in on the community crossings, and may not approve the bid, then we may have to wait a few years to get it built.
Right.
So it all depends on the bid in March or February. So that's the next big hurdle. Well, the purchase the ground first, and then that'll be it. So,
Okay, well, that's one I'd like to get done
oh, absolutely.
quickly because,
We don't want to miss it.
no, we don't want to miss it. And I don't want to leave Waterloo Road closed for very long either, because that's going to inconvenience a lot
Yeah,
of people.
that'll be good. 6 months probably. That'll be a 6-month project, easy.
Well,
Yep.
okay. You have anything else
Nope.
for us? Okay, thanks, Bill. IT department, Michael King was here. I don't know if he will be back, whether he had anything for us or not. I don't see any other department heads here, do you, Jane? Okay, the EDG director is here, Zabe. Dan Parker, did you have anything you wanted to bring to the commissioners today?
Is that ready for the resolution?
Okay,
Wait, it's down under new business, you're jumping.
Adele, I'm just here to answer any questions that the commissioners might have regarding that resolution for the Ready Grant.
I don't.
Okay.
The city did pass a similar resolution last night.
Okay. All right, well, we're not down to that on our agenda yet, but that's,
Okay.
when we get to that, if you got any last minute thoughts on it, you want to give us, well, we can do that when we get to it, okay?
When we get to it, then.
Okay. All right. County attorney, do you have anything for us?
I do not.
Okay. There's no council representative here today. You guys have any mail you want to share? Any old business you need to pick up? Okay. Under new business, I have Gary Cameron here for Pavy's Grocery.
Gary's not here.
Gary's not here.
Gary's the one that called in. so-
Okay. Do you want to take up the matter of your curb cut you need
Sure.
down there?
I'm John Pavey, and we're developing the corner at Veterans and Highway 1 south of town, and we were asking for a curb cut off Veterans Memorial. Right now, we do not have a curb cut with NDOT. We have to take care of county stuff first. Oh, here. We have to go to take care of the county stuff first before NDOT will talk to us. So that's one reason we're here. We brought pictures. Josh is the architect on this project, and we kind of explained to you why we're asking for the curb cut. Number one, Jackson Boulevard is not owned by the county, which is still part of the Troy Tarvin, I believe. So Whether we get access to that road or not, we don't know. We'll have to contact Troy and see about that. And we're hoping for a curb cut off Highway 1 and also off Veterans Memorial. And Josh, if you could bring the one picture up that, well, we're gonna have a diesel island, if you'll show them where the diesel island is. It'll be off to the south side of the building. In front of the building will be our gas, and most of the customer parking will be on the north side. There'll actually be 2 entrances. And what we're trying to do is keep cross traffic from bigger trucks, triaxles and that, and consumer vehicles from crisscrossing. So that's why we're asking for the curb cut off Veterans Memorial. I can answer any questions you have of me if I know the answer, but he brought some pictures of what we hope to have when we're done there.
Well, it looks to me like you've put an awful lot of planning into this.
We've done some planning.
Do you think you could put that on 121?
121's closed. But that's what we hope to start this project yet this fall. With COVID, everything they can gets kicked down the road on steel buildings, whatever you talk.
Yeah.
There's delay, but what we initially wanted to do was get started in September, October with the groundwork. Hopefully have a steel building around Christmas, which they put those up pretty quickly. And we were looking at an April 1st opening. And it's anybody's guess if that'll happen or not, because there's a lot of delays right now. Can I have this picture here? Yeah. But that's kind of the store layout, and we're going to have 2 entrances, if you'll show them where the entrances are.
This is the main one, which you can see in the images with the canopy.
Yeah.
And then this is the
And that's the north side of the building facing Veterans, and that's where most of our parking will be for people not getting gas. So on the far side will be the diesel island, and we hope to have the curb cut from the state highway where they can come straight in without having to do a lot of turning. So like I say, we're trying to eliminate cross traffic between the 2, and that's why we're asking for the curb cut.
Okay. Our highway superintendent is here today.
Is he wanting to do the curb cut?
Any? Jay, this is bigger than a regular driveway we encounter every now and then. Is there anything special we need to do for this or not, do you think?
Not that I can think of. I don't know if Bill can think of anything, but I would say, as long as you got a big enough trucks can swing in and out, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
I'd imagine we would go with NDOT recommendations
That's
on
probably
something like
best
that,
thing.
because they know turning radiuses and what you need more so than
Well,
I do.
they understand if you're bringing big trucks in there, they're gonna have plenty of room. That's the thing.
Well, most of the big trucks we hope to bring in off Highway 1, the way we're designed. And we hope to have mostly local traffic off Veterans Memorial. And what NDOT will do with that corner, who knows? NDOT does whatever NDOT wants to do, so.
Yeah.
The proposed curb cut is 2 lanes out and 1 lane in. So it'll be however NDOT wants to do that, but it'll be so that we can have a
Right in.
right turn only out, and then inevitably people want to turn left out of that.
Yeah.
Onto Veterans, and then people coming in on the east town Veterans.
Well, hopefully you can get them wide enough where people can get in and out without having to run over the curb or
Correct.
something, you know?
Correct. Like I say, we'll use NDOT standards for something like that, because I don't know that, or I don't know if anybody's an expert in this room on that. We'll just take their recommendations, and that's what we'll do.
Do you guys have any questions with Mr. Pavey on this project? You want to let him have an entrance off of Veterans Memorial?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Give it to him. I'll make a motion to that
Okay, we have a motion by Mark, second by Dale, to approve the request for a curb cut at the intersection of State Road 1 and Veterans Memorial Drive on the south side of the road for the proposed Pavy's grocery project. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane.
And I want to thank you. And who would I need to get a hold of as we get out to the road as far as?
Well, if there's any concerns about the pavement itself out there.
Correct.
That gentleman right back there
Okay.
is our go-to guy on those matters.
And as far as scheduling for when we do it, would you be the same go-to guy? Okay. Because we may have to have people out there directing traffic for a day or two, depending on how extensive it gets. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
So you'll be my contact for that.
Just call down the garage and we'll set it up.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, next we have our resolution for Ready Grant application. Dan, did you want to speak to that?
Just to let the commissioners know, this is one of the requirements for the application. I mean, we've done pretty much everything else. These are the last two things, that resolution last night, as Jeff mentioned, from the city council, and then your approval and approving this resolution. I need to get that up there Thursday to Muncie so we can be complete. So.
Okay, well, if, you know, we've turned in several proposed projects, and if we're awarded any of them, this would amount to basically a 20% discount on any project we might be awarded. So we'll see how it goes. You guys will give us a motion on
I'll move to approve it.
resolution 21R5.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Dale, second by Mark, to approve resolution 21-R-5. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Thank you, commissioners.
We'll take care of this from here, Dan.
And while I'm up here at the microphone, I want to thank Mr. Pavey for coming to Fayette County. Much appreciated.
Well, I've been here.
In a bigger way.
Okay, that's all we have left on our agenda, except for patron concerns. Is there anyone here?
Insurance. We're supposed to be talking about the insurance, the leave of absence. We gotta come into a plan.
Did we need to handle that here? Or did-
I think that part, but it can wait till next week.
Okay, I just don't have anything on paper here.
I know, I printed it, but it's, your first
Okay.
meeting went long.
I know.
I wasn't properly prepared for this
All right.
one.
Okay, Jane just reminded me, we have an insurance matter to take care of, but it can wait until the next meeting. Is there anyone here? Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if you wanted to do it, but I saw the email that you had speak with Mark Shumalewski on the St. Jude's water feasibility.
Yes.
Did you want to do that today, or did you want me just to give it to you?
Yes, you have that?
Yes, I do.
I didn't, well, I was expecting someone, I was kind of thinking Mark might be here, but
He
he,
had a surgery. He's recovering from surgery. He had surgery yesterday.
okay.
So that made 3 copies, one for you, and if you want to provide one to the city, and one for us, and it's just set up for one signature, which would be, no, he set up for all 3, I'm sorry. So if you want to take action, I'm not sure how the city voted yesterday on that, but my understanding was it was going to be a share.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
okay. This is the,
Hey, Mike?
Yes,
I got
yes,
a
Mark.
question for you. Do you guys do dams?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
do? we got one that's gonna need looking at, so I'll get with you on it.
I apologize for Mark not being here, but Mark said that he'd had some good communication with you, Dale, on this, and
Yes, I have talked to him, or had an email communication with him, and I just confirmed just this morning with the utilities director that the city is on board with half the cost of this study.
okay.
So,
I think it's 14 or somewhere in there.
14,300.
Yes.
So this is the one for,
St.
to
Jude.
do the study on St. Jude and the feasibility of going clear out to Harrisburg and right back around to 30th Street.
I'll move to approve it.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion by Mark, second by Dale, to approve an agreement between the county and Butler, Fairman, and Seaford for a feasibility study to study the St. Jude Village Water. We're going to call this the 2021 St. Jude Village Water Study at a cost of $14,300 for this feasibility study, which will be equally shared, half by the county, half by the Connersville Utilities. Is there any other question? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. And you need one signature, one
Yeah,
signed
I
copy?
made one, I made one for all three, one for Connersville, one for Fayette County, and one for us.
Okay, well, you gotta take one home with you.
That would be great. And Jane.
I'll sign,
This is the, bids for the CCMG.
Here's the bill, I'll pass that for you.
Thank you very much for your vote of confidence.
well, we'll be glad to get this done.
Well, this will determine whether that one's fixable or if it's going to go to Connersville.
Okay, there's one you take home with you,
Great.
and we will see that, one of these gets over. Were you gonna take one of these over to the city, or you want us to do that?
Since you spoke to him, I'll let you do it, unless you want me to do it for you.
Okay, I can take care of it.
Okay. I really don't personally know anyone over there, so I wouldn't.
Okay. I know how to find Brad.
Okay.
I'll make sure he gets one of these, and then the county auditor will have one on file.
All right, thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dale?
sir. See you next time.
Yes.
Okay, is there any patron concerns? Anyone? Okay,
I'll move to do claims and payroll.
Second.
we have a motion by Mark, second by Dale to approve claims and payroll. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, Jane. supposed to be in there?
Yeah, it would go with one of the checks. Sorry.
Okay, well, I'll just leave it in the
Yeah.
stack.
That's what I would.
That, move that stack.
I'll move to adjourn.
We have a motion by Mark, second by Dale to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much.